Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Xandierious and we are back in it for another Magic Arena video. This time we're going for the traditional best of three constructed event. I'm going to bring in my mono blue tempo. We're going to look over the deck before I submit it just so you see what I'm working with. It's pretty close to the same as what you saw last time. 4 Curious Obsession, 4 Dive Down, 4 MC Herald, 3 Opt, the 4th one's in the sideboard, 4 Siren Storm Tamer, 2 Spell Pierce. You could make the argument that maybe the Spell Pierce should be main decked and I should be running 2 Opt. I think I'm actually going to do that. So I'm going to run 3 Spell Pierce main deck, 2 Opt, 4 Siren Storm Tamer, the 3 Spell Pierce, 2 Charter Course, 2 Essence Capture, 4 Tricksters, 2 War Kites, 3 Jins, 4 Wizard's Retort, and my own little spicy edition. I feel like it should be good. I don't see why not. It's a little steep, but it fixes the early game, and it's good in the late game. So we have the 2 Sphinx of Foresights. The sideboard is 2 Opt, 2 Negate, single Quench, 3 Surge Mare against the green and mono red, or green-red, 2 Deep Freeze, mainly against Niv, Mizzet, or anything else that's really going to mess with me, 2 Exclusion Mage, my other Jin, and 2 Selective Snare. I like this over Sleep because I would rather pay less. Like, you can pay 4 mana in this and you're bouncing 3 creatures. So I don't know. For me, it seems more worth it than the Sleep. I have seen Sleep do work, but I'm just not personally a fan. So we're going to run this, see how it goes, go into the traditional constructed. I don't know why it's asking me to choose my deck, maybe because I edited it. And we're going to see how it goes. I'm a little nervous because this is a 1,000 gold to enter, but I mean, if I get, 2 wins, I get my 1,000 gold back. So I literally lose nothing and I gain 2 cards. But mono blue tempo is doing really good in the meta right now. It has been. This seems like a fine hand. We have an Opt, we have some ways to protect our MC Herald, and we have the Sphinx of Foresight. So we'll keep this. We'll show them the Sphinx. This will let us scry 3 before we take our turn, which will be very helpful fixing the top deck. If we can get the Curious Obsession, I mean, we're going to be in great shape. I'm not sure what's taking the opponent so long here. They're taking a while. They're looking at my Sphinx trigger. Oh, no, that was me. I didn't realize I could highlight my own trigger. Hipuquema. Oh, there we go. They're touching their hand. Maybe they're new to the Sphinx. Took them off guard or something. We're looking at some sort of Simic deck. Siren Storm Tamer is great. Warkite can be good against them. Dive Down is fantastic. I don't know if I want to send that to the bottom. I think we do. We have a lot of protection, and I gotta get to my Curious Obsession. So we're going to drop the MC Herald this turn. Next turn, we can probably drop Siren Storm Tamer. It probably depends what all we get on our draws. We're looking good with 2 lands and a bunch of 1-drops. We do have an Opt. We can Opt next turn. We're probably going to find out if they play 3 colors. They do. They shock themselves for the Growth Spiral. We got... Oh, we got the Guildgate deck. Okay. That's fine. I'm going to try and Opt right now. See if I get the Curious Obsession. I do. I want to overextend. I really want to. They could Gates Ablaze. That would be risky. I'm not going to risk a Gates Ablaze, so unfortunately I'm just going to pass the turn. I could get greedy and pop down the Curious Obsession, but maybe Spell Pierce finds something useful. Guild Summit. That's exactly what I want to use it on. Missing their Guild Summit means that they won't be able to draw anything off of the gates they play. So we're going to lay a land, put down Curious Obsession, and it almost wouldn't surprise me if I see a Scoop here. So we're going to attack one attacker, go to damage, take our draw, and then decide if we want to play the Siren Storm Tamer or not. We did find a second dive down. I think we keep up the pressure. I could keep up Essence Scatter here, but I feel... Or Essence Capture. Sorry, my bad. I'm not used to running the new card. We're going to Gates Blaze. 4. Well, Siren Storm Tamer is going to die, but I'm going to have the Mistcloak Herald live. Should have kept up Essence Capture. Maybe. Another dive down's not going to work if they have a Gates Ablaze. I'm going to end the turn. I have the Sphinx for tempo. I really wish I had a Wizard's Retort. I doubt they have 2 Gates Ablaze, but it is possible. They're growth spiraling. They're going to be able to put a land down. That can resolve. They're probably looking for triggers in my hand. So they don't have enough for Gates Ablaze this turn, which is very good for us. We're going to be able to deal another 2 damage. Kind of flooding out on the lands. We drew 6 out of our 20, and there's still 45 left in our deck. Take action, draw the card. We got another Curious Obsession. I would buff it to 3, 6 defense. I think we play it out. Between that and the dive down, I have enough to survive another Gates Blaze. Because they have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dive down. What else are they doing? They're expansioning. Ooh. Okay. That hurts a little bit. We'll play out the Sphinx and we'll rebuild. I'll be able to scry on my turn if it doesn't get killed. I'm trying to think what I bring in. Well, that's a perfectly good Essence Capture. We'll get to +1 the Sphinx of Foresight. So we'll be clocking them in at 5 a turn. I don't need MC Heralds. I need counter magic. I guess I attack here. I don't reveal any of the info in my hand. MC Herald would not speed up this clock. Gates Blaze. That feels bad. They probably have enough, don't they? Yeah. So they've managed to draw 3 Gates Ablaze, and I even took out a lot of their card draw. Well, I mean, I might as well play out the MC Herald and see where it goes. They've broken my tempo really bad. Overextending on that second Curious Obsession might have been a bad idea, but didn't expect them to expansion my their own spell. Crisis, Expansion, Explosion, and Gates Ablaze. So they're running a more control build. The Essence Capture was pretty clutch for denying them the body, which now they'll get, along with the life gain. So we're on a 4-turn clock, they're on a 9-turn clock. They're on a 12-turn clock, excuse me. I guess we play out the Siren Storm Tamer. It's not looking good for us right now. Kind of disgusted by how many lands I've drawn. I've drawn almost half my lands, and we're only 20 cards in on the deck. So at this point, I think the match is theirs. But they are running out of steam for ways to kill my creature. Expansion and Explosion can always kill my creatures, but finding that 4th Gates Ablaze is not going to be very likely. Apparently our opponent is very good at magic. They've had 3 Gates Ablaze and 3 Hydroid Crisis. It's incredible. I don't know how they find these cards, but, you know. I mean, I guess the Crisis could have snowballed one into another. I literally don't know why I'm finding all my lands. We have 9 lands in the top 21 cards. in a 20 land deck. Very frustrating. Almost makes me want to cut a land. Guess we did have all this that we sent to the bottom. Having that other dive down would have been nice too, for when they double Gates Ablazed. That would it have lived that? 369. Oh, here we go. And they beat us. They find their second expansion explosion. They were halfway through their deck. Oh, they were less than that. Alright, Surge Mare's looking good here. Quench, negate. I'm probably not going to keep all this. I'm just seeing what works against them. The War Kite is good because it can it can knock down the Hydroid Krasis. Tempest Djinn not looking too great in this matchup. Sphinx of Foresight, we're going to keep that in there. The Gate Trickster. Trickster can help break their tempo. The Essence Capture. I don't know if I like Siren Storm Tamer because they don't target me enough. So I think we do that. We make that cut. Maybe put in another Opt. I could Selective Snare their Hydroid Krasis, but that seems terrible. I could knock it down with a Deep Freeze. I think having the Opt is fine. Do I want to do anything else here? Yeah, we'll try running this. This seems alright to me. Put in a lot of counter magic. If they move to a more creature-heavy deck, I think I'm still fine. Took away my Djinns. But I can still clock them with the Sphinx. I mean, all I need is creatures with Curious Obsession. They're still sideboarding. That's why we're still waiting. We didn't have too much time left, so they're going to have to finish their adjustments pretty quick. That was pretty clutch winning that first game. I mean, drawing 3 Gates Ablaze, 3 Hydroid Krasis, even though I know they probably snowballed into each other in the first half of their deck. That's amazing. It's amazing for them. I don't think I like it. I'm going to take a Mully. Oh, I like it even less. I like it so much less now. Do you suppose they put in more burn? What is going on? Alright, I'm going to keep this, the Sphinx. Keep the land on top. I could have sent it to the bottom and let the Sphinx... Oh my gosh, I should have sent it to the bottom. I think we just straight up lose this game. This is looking terrible. They know one of the 3 cards in my hand. They know that I sent 2 cards to the bottom, keeping 1 on top. So I have 2... This is disgusting. Oh, I should have kept that first hand. I should have kept it. I had some sort of bad gut feeling, and you know what? Maybe that bad gut feeling was telling me not to mulligan. I don't know what's taking them so long. I really don't. You play a frickin' land. Play a gate. I'm very tilted right now. Oh, I shouldn't have mulled that first hand. Come on. Why are you taking so long to play damn Guildgate? Comes into play. What do you mean nice? Yeah, nice. Just gonna pass the turn. Curious Obsession. I'd have to find a creature. I could chart a course and ditch the Sphinx. I think I'll do that. The Sphinx is now my only creature, though. I guess I do that. So my hand is totally a mystery to them now. I don't think they get out anything important on turn 3 here. Choosing the Growth Spiral shows me that they kept a 2-lander. Maybe they top decked that land? Nope, they definitely did not. Okay. We have Negate, we have Quench. Quench is looking best right now when they're looking to jam something probably here. Jam something in my face, I can Quench it. Even if it's creature, that's why I decided to go Quench rather than like a 4th Spell Pierce. They can pay... Do I want to give them the Growth Spiral? I think that ramps them in a way that I don't want them to ramp right now. I mean, that's a real feels bad play, but I can't have them ramping and getting card draw right now. Playing in the Gateway Plaza, I think they're done for their turn. I seriously doubt I win this game, but I don't want to just give up. A 3rd land isn't the worst thing in the world. If we get a creature, I'll be able to play it and properly protect it. Really not liking you trying to play that Growth Spiral. I can't really do much else, though. Search for Azcanta. Searching for a Spell Pierce. So I have whittled them down to 4. 3 cards. They do have quite a lot of ramp. I find the Mistcloak Herald. Now, unfortunately, if they use Gates Ablaze, I can try to quench it, but it's not going to be good enough. I can quench their Krasis. I mean, that's probably the best quench I'm going to get. Next turn, it's just Curious Obsession and go. I mean, whatever I draw, I draw. If I top deck... I'd have to top deck Wizard's Retort and a land with Curious Obsession. Dive down. We'll dive down, save it. They have too many gates. Alright, there's a land. I'll play that. Curious Obsession, the MC Herald going for the attack. See what we top deck. Another Curious Obsession. Oh, it's their turn. If they kill this, I'll just scoop. They probably have some way to kill it. I don't see how they don't. Come on. They looking at an expansion explosion. 2 blue. 3 blue. And a green. 3 blue and a green. What are you doing? Oh, okay. They blinked my creature. They have enough mana for Absorb, but did they play Absorb in a Gates deck? Okay, they've Guild Summit. So they'll be getting card draw. I honestly think this is probably over. Ugh, feels bad. Well, we already have our first loss. I totally threw game 2 by not keeping my first hand. I really did. But that's alright. We can move on to our next opponent and hope we pick up a couple wins. If I pick up 2 wins, I'm not screwed out of my 1,000 gold. Been trying to save up for... Oh my god, what is this? What? I swear I'm going to cut lands. I'm going to cut some goddamn lands. I don't like it. It's not the worst. I don't think I want another dive down, though. Opponent showing red. They can go piss off. Yeah. I think I've lost this matchup too. It's not looking good. Surge Mare is definitely going to come in. Some more counter magic's probably going to come in. No blocks. Here comes all the spectacle enabled bullshit. Maybe a shock on the Siren Storm Tamer. That's interesting. 5-2 is going to be some serious problems. Can Trickster it, though. I'm not blocking with the Storm Tamer, so I might as well get my chip damage. I think I'm going to let them attack in. I'm not going to show them the Trickster until that they can't block. And flash in. Spectacle. Might as well just do that. I don't know. It doesn't really do anything. They're going to probably try and kill the creature. I'm going to dive it down because I'm not going to be taking 5 damage. Unfortunately... Oh, hello. We have double retort. We'll be able to counter... I don't know what to expect. I did not expect a 5-2 to be played, though. Phoenix gets countered. That's easy. They're tapped out. It'll be our turn. Another Siren Storm Tamer. We'll toss it down. We'll chip them again for 1. I don't know if I try to take the block for the Pyromancer. I probably don't. Can't let them have Gutter Snipe as much as I'd like to keep the retort. So they'll kill me 2 damage at a time even if I'm countering their spells. I think at this point I don't take the block, because then I would probably lose both Storm Tamers. Here I'm probably only going to lose 1. I don't lose any. Do I play all in and show the Warkite Marauder? Let's see why not. Storm Tamers can protect it. I think it's worth trying to protect. It's going to be clocking them at a much faster rate. It's going to be pretty much my only way to catch up this game. They resolved the Gutter Snipe, which just feels bad. Could deny the block, because they could skewer me right now and do 5 more to me, get me down to 3, and I'd probably be dead next turn. That's exactly what they're doing. I mean, I guess I Siren Storm Tame the Skewer, sacrifice a creature, gain 3 life, and I'm pretty much screwed. Yeah. Scooping the mono red feels bad, man. Alright, so we'll sideboard. Surge Mare is great against them. Quench. Negates. Okay, what comes out? Charter Course I'm not really a fan of. Merfolk Trickster can break their tempo. The Marauder comes out. That's just bad. I feel like maybe I take out a Jin. Could take out Essence Capture. Not like in Charter Course, though. Maybe a Trickster and 2 Charter Course, and we try to run this. This seems alright to me. Maybe I'm mullying too aggressively, but I feel like that's got to be a key for. Oh my fucking god! Why? Why do I get all the fucking lands? And where's? We'll keep it with the land on top. And then we'll say go. So next turn, we're on the Surge Mare. Let them try and kill that. So we'll just resolve one of those real quick. What's nice is it does have Curious Obsession built into it. I do have to give it -2 defense to give it any offense, but if this can live, and if late in the game I feel comfortable dropping a Curious Obsession on Surge Mare, then I can get double card draw off of it. It's a pretty amazing synergy. I think I try to resolve a second Surge Mare and brick wall them. I'm not going to give them the attack and the turn. It's 2 to buff it. So it takes a bit to buff. Plus it probably dies to some sort of burn if they buff. I always take the block. I always take the block. I'm not going to let them enable Spectacle. The mares make Spectacle really bad. Because if they can't connect to my face, they can't trigger it. They're going to have to pay full price for something like Skewer the Critics. Which they might just pay in full here. Okay. We're going to get out the Siren Storm Tamer. It'll act as protection for our mare. Give them back the turn. We have mana for the Negate and the Siren Storm Tamer. Unfortunately, I can't counter that. Yeah. They're going to go to attackers. If they're foolish, they'll attack with the Pyromancer. Alright, they knew not to. So this turn I have to resolve my Jhin. I have Negate up to protect it. This will stop the Phoenix for 1 turn. We're not going to attack. I think what I do is I use the Jhin to counterclock their Phoenix, and I don't take the block on the Phoenix. Okay, let's see what they do. Well, they committed to the attack, so I'm not going to block. I can hit them for 6 next turn. They'll be at 14. They have another Phoenix. They have another Phoenix, and I didn't have the Essence Capture. I can Trickster their Phoenix. I think that's what we do. Yeah. I mean, I gotta start clocking them somehow. 2 attackers, get in damage, and the turn. I'll be taking 8 next turn, which is really bad. That's really bad. Oh my gosh. I'm not they went creature heavy. And I don't have the answers for that. I don't have the answers right now. Gutter Snipe doesn't seem like a good choice for them. They're going to get in the 8. They're going to enable Spectacle, which is going to be an issue. I can counterclock them. But I can't do very much against it. It's going to be my turn. Spell Pierce. Oh, Surge Mare. Alright. My Jhin and the Storm Tamer are on the defensive now. They're probably going to try and get rid of what they can. 4 damage to my face. No, thank you. I can't afford anything to hit my face. They're not able to pay for the Spell Pierce, so I'll only be taking the 2. It deals damage to each opponent, so I can't sacrifice the Storm Tamer anyway. You've got to be kidding me. So my creatures have no protection next turn if they throw anything at either of these. Well, if they do that, Gutter Snipe kills me. Yeah, good game. Good game. Good game. Fun playing with you. Glad I spent 1,000 gold. Glad I fucking spent 1,000 gold on this bullshit. God damn it. Oh, that feels bad. Could have opened a pack and gotten more value. Oh, cool. I'm pretty sure I have 4 of each of these cards, too. That feels really bad. So we're going to go into traditional ranked for obvious reasons that I don't have gold. I threw it all away. Threw it all away against a gate deck and mono red burn. I don't know why. I don't know why I keep getting all these lands. I hate this hand. I hate this hand too, but I'll keep it. Scry, sure. Why not? We'll opt Why did I opt? You may ask. I have no clue. I'm playing totally tilted right now, and I hate this. They're showing red, which is dangerous for us. We'll resolve the MC Herald this turn. We can spell Pierce and dive down our MC Herald as we see fit. We might throw a shock. Oh, gate deck. The rematch. At least they probably won't be up to anything for a while. That'll be good at least. We get the Curious Obsession on the MC Herald, no problem. Attack for 2. Get in the damage. Go, draw the card. Merfolk Trickster. I might try to resolve that at the end of their turn. I doubt they play things like Shock and Lightning Strike. My turn. There we go. Keep our momentum going. I'm going to jam the 4 damage before I play Storm Tamer because I don't know what I'm going to draw yet. Take the action. Another Storm Tamer. I think we resolve the one, we hold the other. So if they have a Gates Ablaze, we're probably going to see it. Question is if they try to Guild Summit, do I... No, that's not going to happen. Spell Pierce. Wouldn't surprise me if they concede at this point. I have 2 dive downs, so I can make some creatures live if they try that again. I drew another Spell Pierce, which is fantastic. We're all going to attack. Going to take action on the draw. I think we have this game. And the turn, no sense in playing out the MC Herald. It's not needed. Having my spells open is more important. They're looking at a single creature target. Gates Ablaze. They don't have enough to pay for the Spell Pierce. Yep. So it's going to be my turn. I don't have anything else to do. And there's the concede. Alright, so we're going to have to get some more counter magic going here. I think taking out a Jhin is good. The War Kites are pretty inconsequential. Okay. So I think the negates are good. The quench is good. Surge Mare would be pretty funny. Actually, maybe we do play Surge Mare. Take out some Mistcloaked Herald. So if we take out the Mistcloaked Herald, Surge Mare can double draw, plus it could probably eat a Gates Ablaze all on its own. What else helps with the survivability? Do I want any Jhins? I don't know if I want any Jhins. Maybe one. We'll keep one Jhin. Yeah, I like that. We'll try this. Seems good. They're done sideboarding. They're waiting for us for some amount of time. Hopefully not too much. What is our hand going to look like? Is it going to contain 1 billion lands? Has Surge Mare and Sphinx. I think I keep this, alright? I'll keep it. We'll see what the Sphinx finds me on the top. I want a Curious Obsession with the Surge Mare. The double draws from that is going to be pretty rough for the opponent if they have to deal with it. Okay. The negate is priority. I don't care about the Trickster or the land. Having the protection for the creatures is going to be helpful. So first land, nothing. Our first turn, nothing. Second turn's going to be our Surge Mare. After that, we keep the negate open. We can Trickster at the end of the turn. Wizard's Retort is looking very nice. There's our Surge Mare. I probably won't buff it this turn. I could resolve the Mistcloaked Herald. That doesn't really hurt me. They're probably not going to double spell. No attack and turn. We'll Trickster at the end of their turn as long as they don't try to kill all my stuff. They have 2 gates. They're playing the ram. Yep, we'll let it resolve. And then we'll Trickster to tap it. We'll break their tempo, plus get our Surge Mare through. Yes. So we'll hit them for 5. Get to draw a card. Oh, we have to discard with the with it, huh? Do I get rid of the Sphinx? I don't know. Let's get rid of the land, I think. End the turn. We're in a good position in the sense that if they attack with the ram, I don't need to use Trickster. They might start attacking with the ram to try and clock me, but keeping it back as a defender could be good for them. Now, if they keep it as a defender and try to kill my board, that won't be good. They're counting their gates. They have 3. Okay. I think I'll just let this resolve. And then before they attack, we'll put down the Trickster, tap their creature. Oh! We made it lose its abilities. Oh my gosh. That was amazing. If you do discard a card. Okay. So we'll buff it now. I don't see why not. Next. All attack. To damage. Draw a card. Take action. I guess we'll get rid of... the land. And then we'll end the turn. We'll opt at the end of the turn as long as they don't try to totally decimate my board again. Gate Colossus is going to get countered. I need to keep my tempo. We have a Quench. It's going to be good. So we will pay for the mare. If I do it again, 4, 6, they're pretty clocked, but then they could get down a blocker. I'd rather them not get a blocker down. We got a dive down. I think we get rid of... opt at this point. End the turn. So we got negate Quench. Quench can counter creature. They have enough to pay for it. Unless its controller pays too. I could make them tap out. I don't like it. I mean, they pay the 2, right? Okay. So we'll play the island, and we'll play our Sphinx of Foresight. And then we pass the turn. We can chump the Gate Colossus. It doesn't have trample. I left enough up for a dive down, and that's about it. Yep. They get their Guild Summit. They're dead in 2 turns in the air. They totally tapped out. So I can deal 6 to them. And I can deal lethal if they don't block the mare. I don't think I put in selective snare, so I don't think I have anything to bounce their Gate Colossus. Oh. Well, if that's the case, you can take lethal. I don't know. I don't know why they did that. Right? Good game. Whew! Huge misplay on their part, attacking with the Colossi. Oh. Oh my gosh, my heart's pounding. Taking 8 damage is no joke. I think I'll play one more. I'm feeling a lot better, but man, losing that 1,000 gold was not fun. Not fun, especially against that burn deck. That was... oh. I'm surprised how tough it is to win against the gates. But I mean, I guess when you get 3 gates ablaze and you can just light up your opponent's board turn after turn, that's what you need. So they're going to choose if they will play or draw first. I'm surprised it's taken them this long. They're pretty much always going to be on the play. We got a Curious Obsession, some dive downs, card draw. We'll keep this. I wish I had a 1-drop creature, not a 2. We'll see if they're playing mono red. Hopefully they're not. Oh, black-white. This could be Esper control. I think I just opt now. I'm not going to pretend like I have a Spell Pierce. I don't need any more mana at the moment. Essence Capture's not bad. Don't know if they play creatures. They're shocking themselves for Thought Erasure. Oh, boy. Getting me with that discard. Hitting up the Esper control right now. Having a Spell Pierce with the mana to play it would have been absolute clutch. Maybe they wouldn't have chanced the Thought Erasure. They probably would have. Yeah, there goes the Curious Obsession. They get rid of Lyra. What does that mean? Could play out the Warkite Marauder. It probably dies. I'm going to pass it to them. I played the wrong land, by the way. I think I played a land that wasn't revealed to them. So I just showed them that I top deck a land. Well, we'll Essence Capture. Thief of Sanity is bad news for us. They totally ate that out of our hand, though. Finding another Curious Obsession isn't bad. We're going to kick it back to them, because if I play this, I'll have to sacrifice it, and leaving up mana for the dive down is going to be useful. Well, they get another Thief of Sanity, so they'll be stealing cards out of our deck. It's not going to be good for us. We get the Curious Obsession. We'll be able to knock Thief of Sanity out of the way, so I don't mind attacking into them. Just like that, no big deal. Take the card draw. We got the Sphinx and the turn. We can play the Sphinx, but it'd be a terrible idea. We can retort or dive down here. It won't be an issue. They're going to just take whatever they want from us, though. I hope they get a... oh, they're going to have to look at the top 3, so... we'll see how many lands they get rid of. Curious Obsession's gone. So they didn't take Curious Obsession, which is very interesting. Maybe they top deck 2 Curious Obsessions. Maybe they did take one. I feel like that would have been a good keep on their part, because they would have been able to refuel the Thief of Sanity and force me to have a crappy block on it. They're not showing me anything yet this turn, though. So I'm just going to attack like everything's right in the world, which it is not. Here we go. Some sort of interesting counter magic play here. Not going to let that slide. Still have the dive down. Yep. Knock down their thief. Not that matters. Go straight in for the damage. Take the card draw. MC Herald's not going to do much for us. So if they tried to dispersal my Warkite again, I'm in trouble. Right? Here comes the damage. They didn't play a Curious Obsession on their thief. I feel like that's the grab. Maybe they just grabbed some counter magic. I don't know what it... They play out the Tempest Djinn. I can't do anything about it. They don't have any islands though, so it's a 0/4 blocker that won't be able to block this turn because Warkite can just knock it out of the sky. Maybe they're realizing that that was a terrible grab, but whatever, that's on them. It's their life, not mine. Passing it over to my turn. We get a land. Might as well play it. Then we'll take the attack. Knock down the Djinn. Go to the damage. Going down to 7. Take the card draw. Siren Storm Tamer. We're going to play it out immediately. I'm going to keep up. Do I play MC Herald? 1, 2, 3. Sure, why not? We'll play the Mistcloak Herald. My cat is jumping around everywhere. Don't know why. Maybe he just wants attention. So I have enough. Okay. What do you have in your graveyard? Could turn it into a Lyra. They don't have the mana to do so. That's fine. They're going to surveil one. I don't see many people play Lazav. So they're playing a good amount of creatures. I think getting Thought Erased is pretty devastating though, so we're going to want to protect against that for sure. I think Warkite stays in. It's kind of showing its worth. They're going to be able to get the block. They're turning Lazav into Thief of Sanity. Okay, so they get another flyer. They're going to be able to kill the Warkite this turn. It's going to be my turn. So we will attack. I'll force them to block with one of their Thief of Sanities. They'll probably block with the actual Thief. If they block with Lazav, they'll lose out on Lyra. They let me go to damage. Very interesting. Take the card draw. Play the land. And I'll have a 6/4 Tempest Djinn. And I'll have enough for Wizard's Retort and a dive down. I don't think 1 mana is going to do anything for them. And the turn? Lazav probably becomes Lyra. And if they do that and swing in, I'll block with the Djinn and dive it down for the defense, and they'll be able to kill Lazav. Lazav? I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I've never really seen the card play. I've never heard people really pronounce it. This is not a fun turn, though. I do have the Wizard's Retort, which is really helpful. They know about the dive downs, so that's probably why they didn't block the Warkite last turn. I'm just surprised they didn't. End of combat, my turn. Alright, whatever they're going to do, they're going to have to do on my turn then. We can knock down the Djinn. Dive down a creature if we need to. Do I go all in? I definitely go like this. I knock stat down. They can double block. They take 1. They can take 2 if I throw in the Storm Tamer too. I think we go for it. Knock that down. They're going to have to take some terrible blocks here, probably. They know about my 2 dive downs. Okay. They can do that instant speed. I forgot about that, I'll be honest. If that blocks the Djinn, I mean, they've got to know I dive it down. If I dive down the Warkite, that's not a good feeling play. Alright. Lyra's going for the Warkite. That's going for the Siren Storm Tamer. So they're gonna take this damage? Oh, they gain the life. 9, 6, 7. I did forget about the life game on Lyra. So they're down to 2. I have up my counter magic. They know about the Sphinx. They don't know about my other Tempest Djinn. So that's going to be a problem for them, because that's going to be able to block Lyra, and they don't have counter magic for it. Do they scoop? Don't scoop. They're going to have this Djinn for a block next turn. They're going to gain 5 life. I could just attack with the Mistcloak Herald. They're at 2. They might attack with Lyra. Well, they forced the dive down. I'm not going to show them the Wizard's Retort unless I have to. But I think if they do something else, I retort, because I got the buff I needed. Okay, fine. I mean, you knew about the dive down. You had my hand revealed for a while. Thought Erasure. I don't have a wizard. Okay, they probably take my Wizard's Retort. I did forget about that. Yeah, I never had a wizard that... that did. The Siren Storm Tamer. The one that Lyra blocked. Man, I was just sitting so comfy here. They're gonna have a hard choice, I guess. I mean... They know about the dive down, but do they take the retort over the dive down? I don't know. Okay, they took the dive down. They attack with Lazav. Alright. Top decking the dive down was amazing. Alright. We're going to give them a full attack. They're going to throw Lyra onto a Tempest Djinn. Block that. And they have to take the 1. Dive down. This will kill Lazav, which will essentially kill Lyra. Yep. I could play out the Sphinx of Foresight, but it just seems like a bad play to me. I want to keep up my Wizard's Retort. So who knows what they got cooking in their hand. I don't want any part of it. They can see my hand, though. So they know that I kept up the counter magic. They're going to try and steal something. I don't know what they steal. They do they even have a Djinn as an option? Charter Course. So they're digging. That went in my graveyard. That was something they stole. Alright, Grand Arbiter. They can create a Thopter. Yeah, they can make a blocker in the air. That's not going to save them. I could have countered it, but I didn't. Alright. I mean, here we go. Good game. Yep. Oh my gosh. And I think that was just game 1, too. What else did they have? It's face down still. Alright. Surge Mare stays in. I think breaking their tempo would be good. Some negates would be good. I don't know if I feel good about a quench, though. Tempest Djinn was helpful. Sphinx stayed in my hand, but it... I mean, I guess I get rid of the Sphinx. I mean, what else do I get rid of? Could get rid of the Tricksters. Essence Capture. They play enough creatures that I could get rid of that. Get rid of their creatures, that is. I do run the Spell Pierces. Opt. MC Herald. I don't know if I'll have enough time to counter their creatures. So, we'll do that. Do I get rid of the Chart of Course to make room for Tricksters? Or is the card draw important? I could also get the Surge Mare going. I'll keep it like this. We're up on the game. We won the first game. We just need to win the second. So we'll see if this feels good here. Where we got our deck. They're going to choose to play first, most likely. Our hand does stuff. I don't know if I like it. Gonna take the Mully. We'll just take the one Mully. We'll keep that up top. Coming in tapped. No big deal. I'll play out the Mistcloak Herald because it can't be blocked. Maybe they get rid of it. Next turn I will be getting down my, that looks like a Thought Erasure. They did not have the Thought Erasure. I totally forgot about that. That would have been pretty devastating if they did. That would have been... Oh, good. Spell Pierce. Alright. So they can't Thought Erase me. We start putting on the pressure. Your move. I can Spell Pierce them. I can Siren Storm Tame counter. What do? They might have put in Ritual of Soot. That could be a problem. Thief of Sanity is going to have to resolve, unfortunately. I mean, I probably don't let them steal my stuff with Thief. That would be pretty bad. Might be looking at Thought Erasure before attacking. I'm in a situation that I really don't like. Well, guess we're going to try and Trickster them. It's getting hung up on the trigger, though. They might have counter magic. I really didn't like my hand too much, but I just didn't want to keep mullying. So this frees them up to Thought Erasure me up to 2 times. They have the mana for it. They're looking at creatures. They might kill something. Trickster showing helpful to knock the Thief. Okay, they'll kill my unblockable. I can Curious Obsession this turn. I think I put it on the Trickster, because then that way it won't die to the Thief. We'll take the draw. We've got a negate, but no way to use it, so we'll end the turn. Okay. We still have Spell Pierce up. Mortify. Can't mortify my creature. Now a Spell Pierce. Maybe I could have used the Siren Storm Tamer to do that. Use the ability. I just didn't want to have to replay a Siren Storm Tamer. They give me the nice. Hitting me with that nice. Maybe they drew something good. Throwing away the Warkite Marauder. Get the 3 mana. I'm gonna hit them. Take the action. We find the Jhin. I think we just throw in another Storm Tamer and end the turn. We can negate a spell. We can retort a creature if it's a creature we really don't want to see. Like a Deputy of Detention. I think I'll let this one slide. They're probably going to target the Storm Tamer. There we go. They'll be able to break my tempo. Oh, they could kill my Trickster. Maybe I should have retorted it. I don't know. Do I let them go through my deck? think I let them go through my deck. I don't see why not. I don't like that they can block. Maybe I should have retorted. I don't like it though. I really don't. If I Wizards retorted and they have something to do with their 2 mana, I might regret it. They got rid of a selective snare, which means they probably have something to deal with my crap. We're gonna all attack. They're looking around. Okay. I didn't get the card draw. I'm gonna end the turn. I could chart a course to try and get card draw and chance drawing a land, but I don't like those. I don't like those stakes. That's not gonna fly. That's not gonna fly. Do I use the Storm Tamer to get rid of that? Probably. Yep. You're gonna bounce that. I'm gonna counter the ability. A lot of people forget that Siren Storm Tamer can do that. They have another thing to block on the ground, which is a royal pain. Not to mention that if they leave back their Thief of Sanity, they can double block and kill it. But I mean, I'll kill their Thief easily. I still have mana for Wizard's Retort because they have 4 mana open. They decided to go in for the attack, which lets me continue my attack, but they're really slowing me down here. That's just going to eat up a negate. They have Spell Pierce. I'm doomed. Here we go. They get their own Mistcloak. Oh, they get my Mistcloaked Herald. I might opt. That might seem like a good thing to do. They'll be able to double block here. I don't like that. Let's see when opt yields. Storm Tamer. I don't know. I'm not sure what I take here. Gotta land. If I attack, they kill it, but then they lose their creatures. If I don't attack, I lose Curious Obsession anyway. I think I forced them to double block, and I'll chart a course to refill my hand. Oh. Do I refill my hand anyway? I was willing to give up the creature. I think I do. Dive down will help. I was willing to give up the creature, so I didn't seem the harm. They are whittling us down though. And they're taking our deck away. That's not good. Getting rid of all my lands. Getting another thief. My turn. Land is good. This lets me Tempest Djinn. Maybe I should have attacked with the Trickster first. There we go. Throw in 3 damage. Do they double block? They do. They go for the double block. I could dive it down. I think I'm done, though. What are they doing? They're diving down their thief. I think I'll fight over that. Because otherwise I lose my Wizard's Retort anyway. And they have the negate for my Wizard's Retort. So my Trickster just needlessly died. I lost my Curious Obsession. And they thought erased me. I mean, do they go for the Djinn? They do. Alright. I know what I got, though. I know what I'm working with. They attack into my board. Kill a thief. Might as well kill the bear that has an ability. Bear being, 2/2. Although bears are traditionally 2-drop 2/2s. What they've been, MC Herald and land. They got knocked. They drew a card. And it's a hostage taker. Oh man, this feels bad. I don't have anything against them. They can do 6. I think we scooped this game. I need those Thief of Sanities to go away. Deep Freeze might be helpful. I did like what the Trickster did. Let me rethink. I think I just control the crap out of their creatures. Spell Pierce. I don't know. Spell Pierce is good. What do I get rid of? I don't like Chart a Course. It's expensive. It does hand refill. Do I cut a Jin in favor of anything? I could Quench. Yeah. So, I mean, I threw in the Deep Freeze to mess with their Thieves anyway. We'll see how this plays. I don't really know. Oh man, the big thinks are coming out. I'm realizing I may not be as good as at sideboarding as I thought I was, but we'll see. Looks like they're still sideboarding against me. What is kind of scary is I did not see a lot of change in their deck. I mean, I didn't see a Lyra come down. I didn't see Lazav come down. Saw a Moment of Craving, which they may not have run until just then. I mean, I really didn't see anything new out of their deck. They just stole everything from my deck. I'll be on the play. This is a nice looking hand. We'll go aggressive on it. See if it works out for us. Next turn we'll be able to Curious Obsession. We have tap land. It's already looking really good for us. Now, if we got a Spell Pierce, that would have been amazing. Do I show them that I don't have the Spell Pierce? If they Spell Pierce, if they Thought Erase me, they'd probably take the Jin. They could kill my Siren Storm Tamer. I mean, let's let them think we have the Spell Pierce. I don't know. I doubt they try to play around it in the early game. But that's really when Spell Pierce is at its best. Hero of Precinct 1. Interesting. Okay. We'll go in for the attack. See what we draw before doing anything. Take action. Warkite's going to be good. I think since we can quench them. We'll hold up the quench. They play another hero. Okay. They're looking to overwhelm me. I can selective snare their crap back, though. We'll trickster them. Tap that out. Do the trade. There we go. That way they're not making too many creatures. Oh, let's get our 2 damage in. Draw our card. We got Spell Pierce, so we don't want to overextend into this board. Play out a Storm Tamer. And end the turn. So I show them that I have protection on my creature. Moment of Craving. Let's hold the Spell Pierce. What do you think? Spell Pierce could find something else. Although if they thought erased me... That was good on them. That was good on them. I'll give them that. I do find another Curious Obsession, though. They're down to 3. Let's jam a Warkite Marauder. I'm just not liking my lands right now. They're gonna hostage take it. I wouldn't have been able to do anything against that. I could have sacrificed Siren to Storm Tamer to avoid such a thing. There we go. Third land. What can I do with land 3? They get a Warkite Marauder, though. I mean, I need to go more aggro on the board. I don't like tapping out, but I don't know what else to do. Not that, I guess. Guess I could have gone for the Siren Storm Tamer. That might have been a more safe play. They're really starting to clock me here. Human, human, human. I can deep freeze their hero Precinct 1. But then they're gonna hit me for 6. Really don't like my options. I think they've won this game, honestly. Because I played like doo-doo butts. I threw away 2 turns, giving them the Warkite. And then... oh, man. This has been terrible. Oh, I don't like it. I wanted this to be a fun video because I love mono blue tempo, but I'm just getting destroyed. I mean, I guess I'll tap that. Do I take all the damage? Sure, why not? Here's Precinct 1 is gone, though. Curious Obsession not looking good. They have Lethal. And the Deputy of Detention just to clean up my Siren Storm Tamer. I mean, I don't know what else I do. I really don't know what else I do. Ah. I think that's it. Yeah. I'll hit them with that good game. They played really well. I did not. I played terrible and I didn't know how to sideboard. So, unfortunately, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I know this was a bit of a shit show, but I mean, it's I guess it's what I got for a video today. So sorry to disappoint. I thought with Mono Blue Tempo being my most popular arena video right now, you would all like to see a best of 3. And maybe I could give some more tips and advice, but I mean, my tips and advice is don't do what I did because apparently I played terrible. Mono Blue Tempo is like in the top 5 best decks in the meta right now, according to stuff I read online and stuff I see. I'm thinking maybe I don't like Sphinx of Foresight. It's really hard to tell. Leave me tips in the comments. Let me know what I did wrong, what I should have done. Do you think Sphinx is good? Do you think that the times when I played Sphinx is worth it? I don't know. Anyway, here are my decks. If there's any of them you want to see, just comment it down below. But until then, I will see you on the flip side. Bye!